Over 6,000 in the House of Steel on a Sunday evening. That meant only one thing: the Nottingham Panthers were in town. Frank Doyle was ready. The Sheffield Steelers coming off the back of a 6-3 victory over Braehead on Saturday. They all look focused, they all look ready. Let's get it on. Well, the Panthers came down early, had early pressure on Frank Doyle. Lakovic forcing a good save from the Steelers starting goalie. At the other end, Stefan Meyer was going to go close. Not once, not twice, but 1, 2, 3 times. Kowalski. Oh, if there's a man you could put on a plane, it'd be Craig Kowalski, isn't it? Yet again, Kowalski was to stand tall against the Sheffield Steelers. Ryan and Farmer both thought they'd scored. They hadn't. Gord Baldwin doing his best centre-half impression. It was still scoreless. Phil Hill. It's at Baldwin to Spencer, and Spencer's shot though tipped home by Robert Dowd. Dowdy shoots and scores. 10-19, the Steelers led, a goal to nil. The referee awarded it to pretty much every player on the ice before he finally got the Dowd assisted Tim Spencer and awarded Baldwin correctly. It was to get a bit heated as well, this Steelers-Panthers battle. Two former teammates, Farmer and Hewitt. A slash from Farmer, a punch from Hewitt, and then they break. And here we go. Farmer with the height advantage. Not really connecting. He gets himself settled, and then throws a couple himself, right over the top. I don't think Farmer's going to throw another punch then. Come on, linesman, he said. Fight over. 5 apiece for fighting, and a couple of minutes for slashing for Robert Farmer. The Steelers would go on the power play. Wasn't long though before the Nottingham Panthers had tied it. Lynn Loynes, who'd scored the game winner the night before against Dundee at the NIC, was to get the equalising goal on a Sunday against the Steelers. Henley and Jacina were picking up assists on that goal. Fired it through Gord Baldwin. Doyle couldn't see it. 1-1. Into the second period. Early opportunity for the Nottingham Panthers, 2 minutes in. And a man who always scores at the Sheffield Arena is Lee Salters. And he was to do so again. Fats, you can see, looking over his shoulder. He thinks he's got him. He hasn't got him. Salters, that long reach, wraparound. Salters shoots and scores. 22-02. The Panthers led by 2-1. Wraparound Lee Salters. But it was still end-to-end. Both teams with chances. Doyle making one save. Kicked off the line this time by Fatter. Then the Steelers had the gilt-edge opportunity coming up in a moment's time. Nice play from Dowd. Decaz on the breakaway. I failed to see why that's a penalty shot, but it's a penalty shot. Darnell looks, has a word with the linesman. They confirm, penalty shot. Nate Casemiro, he has a chance to tie it up at 2 apiece. But it is against Kowalski. He fakes, he waits, but he just can't get it over the glove of Kowalski. Kowalski denies. It's still 2-1. Steelers would come close again. Good work from Di Casemiro, lying on his back. Stefan Meyer. Baldwin. Dowd. Kowalski again, save after save. What is it with that man? Excellent work off both Baldwin and Dowd. It's still 2-1. Late power play chance for the Steelers. This time Meyer. Back out to Fats. This time off the side of the post. And then Callis would go in on the empty net. He would fail, but Farmer would succeed. Empty net goal. 3-1 Panthers. A disappointing end to a close hockey game. Good finish actually from Farmer. Kowalski again successful in Sheffield. Final score Steelers 1, Panthers 3. Dejected faces, 4 games in 6 nights for the Steelers. Strax and Corey Nielsen, happy men. 3 men on the bench. How good is it to see Steven Goertzen back? Stephen, first of all, good to see you back at the rink, but tell me what you made of that game this evening.
Tough game. I mean, not the result that we wanted, but the guys' gutty effort for 60 minutes, and we had a ton of chances, but couldn't bury them. Really frustrating because you put in a performance like that, and you got 20 guys that are absolutely exhausted after the game, and those ones always sting a little bit more. But at the same time, the guys can look themselves in the mirror and put in a really good effort.
Got off to a good start as well, didn't we, that first goal?
Yeah, I think that was important for us. I think we've had some offense the last week or so, and but sometimes we haven't come off to a great start. So I think we did that tonight, and long bus ride last night. And guys in at 4 a.m, and it could have easily been a slow, sluggish start. But I thought the guys were really cued on, and it was a big first goal. Unfortunately, we just couldn't capitalize again.
We had a couple of chances as well, didn't we? Steph had a great chance, Dowdy had a great chance. They were coming, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you look at Decaz had that penalty shot. It was a great opportunity. Made a great move. Just couldn't get the puck up. And I thought that we went to the dirty areas tonight, and where you can score those goals, and we just weren't able to get it across the line. But the guys were more than willing to go there, and you get a boost with Huey having that big fight. I mean, it kind of just propelled the guys along. You guys are kind of starting to run on fumes maybe a little bit at that point, and we had him step up, and great job by him, and gave the guys a lot of energy. And like I said, that's why it's frustrating at the end of the night when you don't get the win.
How difficult has it been for them as a group to lose their coaches? You go in a period, lose you in Cardiff, and then really them almost be on their own for the past week in a few games, and they've done so well under those circumstances. But how difficult is it when there isn't a head guy there, leading them?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy couple of weeks for sure for everyone. I think the beauty of that is that we got a lot of leaders and a lot of older guys that have been around for a long time. So I guess after a few years, you see a lot of things and you know how to react. But at the same time, it's tough for sure. You want to have that guy there that's always someone to talk to, always there and kind of show you the way. And at the same time, I think if you look at our schedule this last week, not a lot of practicing and a lot of games, so you get right into it. And I think that actually served us well this week. Was we just had game after game after game, and I think we really got into a good rhythm and made a few minor changes this last week with kind of activating our D a little bit more and things like that. And I think the guys are responding to it well. And but we're trying to make a little bit of adjustments. But hopefully we get this week to work on a few things and get ready for Saturday.
I'll make it 6 in 9. I would imagine you'll give those guys a couple of days off and perhaps not want to see them again till Wednesday.
Yeah, I think if you look at the schedule, this is probably our hardest week of the season, and just not happy that we didn't win tonight, but really happy with the effort. And I think the reality is the Elite League is Belfast right now, and our focus is now the playoffs, and it's really a process. So it is about wins and losses always in Sheffield, but it's also about the process, and you got to make sure that the guys are battling hard and playing for 60 minutes, and you got to be playing your best hockey going into playoffs. And so we're going to take these couple days, get a little bit of a rest, and you look at our schedule, we have some time to practice and work on some things, and hopefully be fresh, and we want to be looking to play our best hockey going into playoffs.